you learn how to drive at night and you have a support system. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. So I drove about 10 hours today. The last 4 were at night. My drivers were on their second drive, and it's very overwhelming sometimes when you're driving at night and it's not 100% flowing and accurate, because when you're driving, you tend to see silhouettes. If you look at a lot of night driving videos, most people are driving pretty well, doing pretty good. But as time goes on, you get kind of mesmerized. You get a lot of light in your eyes, and your pupils tend to get small because when a light comes in. But also, hey, how are you? We're talking about night driving, and I'm giving some tips and tricks. So night driving is very important because you need to learn how to drive. Some of the most difficult lessons that are given are at night, and drivers tend to hug the right or go off the edge of the road. So you want to use that white line or edge line as your fog line to help you. You also want to use and look at your lane positionings. You want to keep your car centered. A lot of beginners tend to hug the right side of the road, or they hug the left side of the road. So I try to teach them to look ahead. I do have some nice night driving videos that I think can definitely help you. So you got to look through my content library. I have a lot. Also, other tips, you want to make sure your windshield is clean. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the defrost, and I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera and show you something. So take a look at this for a second. So the window's kind of foggy, but I have the defrost on, and you're going to see the window get clear because it's really important. So as we drive, and also you can use the windshield wipers. See, they're getting clearer now. So you can use this to clean the windows, and you can see them slowly starting. But this is a good night driving view. People who wear glasses, it's hard to see. And when they see this, I have to help them and guide them. So you want to make sure your windows are clean. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back around. So that's how it kind of looks at night when you don't have the correct heat or cool air over the window, right? You've got to learn to drive at night. You have to learn to see at night. It does take time. And a lot of beginners are very overwhelmed when they go on that first drive. And, you know, fortunately, they're with me, an instructor, and I guide them. I try to take them in areas that are well lit. Downtown areas are pretty good. A lot of rural areas or suburban areas just don't have the lights. My parents taught me how to drive at night, and it was not too hard, but definitely difficult. It is difficult, but you have to learn how to see where to look, right? If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. I always try to give you all some insight to become a better driver. I want you to live your best life. I want you to learn how to drive and learn how to become your best authentic self. And that's why I try to, communicate and go live and give you that support, because you need a support system. You need your mom and dad to take you out in the morning sometime, in the afternoon in rush hour traffic, in the evening, and at night. But remember, they are definitely, I love driving a few times. As a beginner, it's been driving almost a year now. That is awesome. The more you drive, the better you will become. And the better you'll become, the more comfortable you'll feel. Night driving is definitely more difficult because as you get older, the lenses in your eye harden, and it's harder to focus and it's harder to see. I've been pretty lucky. I have pretty good vision, pretty good genes, runs in the family. So you want to practice driving at night, maybe going through your neighborhood, making right turns, making left turns, going on the main roads, making right turns, making left turns. If you're driving a kind of a rural area, the lights are spread out, it's hard to see. So you want to keep continuing to drive at night, keep getting better, and eventually, this is why many states have different issues. I got my road test in October. I'm pretty well. You shouldn't be that worried. Please look at some of my content. I have some road test content. I had a neighbor who wanted some test prep. He came over. We practiced a road test. I made some videos on that. So you got to look through and find my road test stuff. And that definitely will help you. If you want me to make some road test videos, I will. I have some content. Just let me know what you want to see, and I'll make that happen for you, because I'm here for you. I want to give you the journey and take you through what I do as a teacher, as an instructor. Like this car's coming now, and you'll see my eyes. You'll see the light. I'm going to show you what it is, right? Oh, in Vermont? Okay, it's all good. We help everyone. And I got my road test in October. The more you practice, and most of the road tests across the United States, you have to do some type of parking maneuver. You have to get on the road and make a right turn or left turn or a lane change. They want you to look at your blind spot. So it's mirror, turn signal, blind spot. I'm looking over my shoulder. That's my blind spot to my left. This is my blind spot to my right. You have to represent vehicle control. You cannot bump into a curb. That could be grounds for failure. You can't speed. If you go over the speed limit, automatic failure. If you run a light or make a right turn or red when you're not supposed to, that could be automatic failure. So you need to have, you need to practice, and you need to be consistent. And when you're consistent, you're going to be more consistent at speed control, more consistent at stall parking or angle parking or reversing in. Where I'm from, we have a stop line maneuver. We have a reverse park, like you back into a driveway, and we have a parallel park. If you can't do those maneuvers, you will not get onto the road. You will fail your road test, and they'll say come back another time. If you pass that part, then you're going to drive around through a neighborhood. Neighborhood speeds under 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour max. You're going to be going and merging on expressway, going on, going off, checking that blind spot. They'll ask you certain questions. You're going to make right turn, left turns. So as you look through my content, you'll see different points of merging on expressway, making right turns, parallel parking. So I have a lot of content. So look through and then live your best authentic life. And I want to say thank you and keep supporting. I'll keep trying to do my best to bring you a real perspective of me working 10 hours and then sharing night driving tips and tricks. Bye, guys. Have a great night. Bye.